Your 30s are a great time to strengthen your personal finances and keep yourself on track for future success. Whether you've already started managing your finances in your 20s or you are looking to just get started in your 30s, there is no time like the present to take action. During your 30s, you may have some major milestones occur. You may go back to school. You might start school. You might change careers. You could pursue professional development opportunities. You might buy a home. You might get married. You may even get divorced. You could have children or perhaps even relocate to a new city. During this exciting time, make sure to keep your finances in shape as they come along for the ride. In this video, I am going to cover insurance and why it is important to you in your 30s. Insurance is designed to provide you money in case of an unexpected event. You pay money to the insurance company in the form of a premium, and the insurance company will provide specific coverage if an insured event happens to you. Common types of insurance for personal protection are medical, dental, life, and disability. The first two are fairly common and you are likely familiar with, whether you're currently covered by your employer's plan or you have coverage through a spouse's plan. Medical and dental insurance typically involves sharing costs with the insurance company. For example, when you go to see a doctor, you may have to pay part of the fee, also known as a copay. If you get an x-ray or some other type of service, you will likely pay part of that cost too. The main thing to consider with medical and dental insurance is what is covered and what part of the expenses will be that you have to pay. This way, when you show up to the doctor's office, you are not surprised by the fees that you have to pay. For medical and dental insurance, request a summary of benefits from your insurance company if you do not already have one. You may also be able to access the summary of benefits on their website if you have a login and an account. The summary of benefits provides a list of covered services, the costs associated with them, and any other important information related to your benefits. Review your summary benefits and identify services or items that you may use, and be sure to know the costs associated with them. This lets you plan for any potential future expenses. Another type of insurance related to your health would be life insurance, and this can be essential to have in some capacity when you're in your 30s. Life insurance is basically insurance on your life. Pretty self-explanatory. It is typically used when you have a family or where there are people who depend on you being alive and to provide for them. An example of using life insurance would be to insure the lives of parents of 2 children. There would be a life insurance policy for each parent, and if one of the parents were to pass away unexpectedly while being insured, the policy would provide much needed money to the family during a very difficult time. A few ways life insurance payouts can be used are to pay off a mortgage, can also be used to fund a child's education, and it can also provide income for the survivor. At a minimum, you will want to evaluate if you have a need for life insurance coverage. And if you already have some, then you want to determine if you have enough. Life insurance may be offered through your employer, but the benefits are usually minimal, and there may be considerations with pricing and portability if you leave that job. A final way of ensuring your health is by using disability insurance. If you become disabled and you're unable to work, you and your family could experience great financial hardship. Disability insurance is used to provide income in case of short-term or long-term disability. Like many other forms of insurance, disability insurance policies will have specific requirements that must be met before the policy pays out. The main considerations for disability insurance policies are: what is the definition of disability? What are your out-of-pocket costs before the insurance company starts paying? This is also known as an elimination period. How long will the policy pay out for? And what amount of income will the policy provide? I've just covered types of insurance to insure yourself and your loved ones. So now let's look at options for insuring your personal property. Types of insurance to protect your personal assets are auto, renters, and homeowners. Automobile insurance is a common type of insurance that you might already have. When it comes to automobile insurance, you will want to be aware of what your costs are if you happen to need to make a claim. You will likely have a deductible, which is the amount of money you must pay before the insurance company starts to pay. Insurance companies will typically price their policies so that if you have a high deductible, which means that you pay more before they do, you will have a lower premium amount. On the other hand, if you have a lower deductible, you will likely have a higher premium payment since you will pay less before the insurance company starts paying. The main parts of an automobile insurance policy are liability, medical payment coverage, uninsured motorist coverage, coverage from damage to your automobile. Liability is required for auto coverage and will provide insurance in the case that you are at fault for an accident. You will want to make sure you know your coverage limits and also the specific terms for the liability coverage. The other parts of a policy, medical payment, uninsured motorist, and coverage from damage to your automobile, are usually optional to a degree. Consult a qualified automobile insurance professional to find out if you have appropriate coverage for your personal situation. The final two types of insurance used to protect your assets are homeowners insurance and renters insurance. First, let's look at renters insurance. You will want renters insurance if you are currently renting a home, apartment, or other type of housing. Renters insurance is designed to replace personal property lost due to covered incidents such as theft and fire. You will identify the value of your items when you apply for the policy, and then you will receive a quote from the insurance company. As with any insurance policy, the main thing you want to know is what events are covered and what events are not. You will also want to be aware of any out-of-pocket expenses you might have, like a deductible. You can find out what is covered and not covered by referring to the policy. If you have questions about your policy, consult a qualified insurance professional. Next, we have homeowners insurance, which provides insurance on a specified property or dwelling. There are a few different parts of a homeowner's insurance policy, such as the coverages for the house itself, any detached buildings, any personal property, loss of use coverage, and also liability. As we've discussed so far, you will want to know your coverages and limits in all of these areas of the policy. It is important to review the policy regularly, maybe every year or two, to make sure that the coverages and limits are appropriate. For example, if the value and cost to replace your home has gone up significantly in, let's say, the last 5 years, you may want to increase your coverage in the event that you had to make a claim and rebuild your home due to a covered event. For specific questions about your policy and the various coverages, please contact a qualified insurance professional. Okay, let's do a quick review about your insurance needs and evaluation in your 30s. For ensuring your health, the types of insurance you may need are medical insurance, dental insurance, life insurance, and disability insurance. For insuring your assets and personal property, the types of insurance you may need are auto, renters, and homeowners. For questions regarding these types of insurance policies, please contact a qualified insurance professional. Take action today by evaluating your existing insurance coverage and then determine if you need to make any changes. Be sure to check out our other videos on managing your personal finances in your 30s. For more personal finance content, be sure to check out our website and follow us on YouTube. As a reminder, this video is provided for general education purposes only. It is not intended to provide financial advice specific to your situation.